Welcome to San Diego Market Movers. I am your host, Therese, and I have Alan Kinzel here with me today. Welcome,
Thanks
Alan.
for having me. Appreciate it.
It's always fun having you here.
Thank you. I love being here.
Well, we were just chatting because it does happen where you inherit a home either through a family member or something else, and that can feel kind of daunting, overwhelming. Like, where do you even start? What do you do?
I'm glad you asked that because I specialize in a lot of these situations, and a lot of realtors, they don't realize that these types of situations are different than most. So for instance, one thing you want to look at from a liability standpoint is insurance. So when you have homeowners insurance, which you're still paying on, you assume you're insured. But a lot of homeowners insurance policies have a clause in there that the home is sitting vacant for a period of time. Then that's in a clause that could potentially get them out of paying on damages or something that happens. Particularly if you're going to remodel the home to get the most out of it, then while you're doing that remodel, that might trigger a clause with your current homeowner's policy as well if it's vacant. So when you inherit a home like that, you have to look at there's specific policies that you can get that'll cover you while the home's vacant, while it's being remodeled for a short period of time until you get the property sold. So that's one of the big things from a liability standpoint that I would look at right away.
And you would be able to walk a client through that process if they did not know what's
Sure.
going on.
I would walk them with what to look for, how to find it, and then also who to call or contact if they needed to talk to an expert or advisor who specializes in that particular type of insurance.
Okay, that's huge. I mean, that whole experience, I know people that have gone through that, and it can be very overwhelming. And knowing these things in advance, so you're not walking into issues later on, I mean, it can save you money, can save you time, headache, all the things.
And from a common sense standpoint, you think you're just paying the same policy that your parents or whoever just was paying all this time, that the home is completely insured. But the conditions have changed if there's nobody living in the home that you're not thinking about. So yes, you really need to address that. And that's why it's important to work with experts who deal with probate and trust.
Yeah, I 100% agree, because sometimes you think, oh, I can do this on my own. What's so hard about this? But you haven't lived through that experience multiple times. You don't know the ins and the outs. And so it's so worth investing in an expert.
I agree with that.
And you are that expert, Alan.
Thanks for having me.
If you are in that situation, you inherited a home, you're not sure where to start, Alan, you are the realtor to reach out to.
Thank you.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
It was great to have you in today.
Thanks for having me.